What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for a brand new episode, the season finale of season 13 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is episode 18, and it's called How the Wig Stole Christmas. Okay, so we just gonna get up into this episode. We started off. We see Candy. She's getting honored. December 18th, I believe it was. It's supposed to be Candy Day in one of the counties out there in Georgia. So congratulations to her on that. She's talking about her business and how she just want to bring jobs and education and stuff to the communities and things like that. Commendable. I love it. Moving on from that, we get Portia. She's out there doing her thing with the trying to rally up people to vote, get them to vote in the runoff that happened in Georgia. I think it was supposed to be on January 20th. And, she's excited about it because of the fact that, coming from her background of having a civil rights grandfather, it's actually his birthday today that they supposed to go out there and vote and have this runoff. And, so she's energized and she sounds so much different than what she sound. She sounds like she has sense when she gets up here and she do this political stuff or whatever, and she be speaking at the crowds and all that stuff. I said, oh, this different from what you sound in real life, but okay, cool. It's cute or whatever. Moving on from that, and we see Cynthia. Cynthia is up here, with Mike, and they're trying to decide what they're gonna do with Lake Bailey. Are they gonna Airbnb it out? They're trying to find a new home out there in Georgia, and they still back coastal. At least Mike is, because I believe his job is out there in LA, and so they have to figure that whole situation out. And then we get to Drew, Ralph, and Josiah. Okay, Josiah, I believe, is her oldest son. And let me just tell you this, he's going to meet his new daddy. I mean, his old daddy, I should say. And I just hate that term. Old daddy, old daddy. Old daddy, like, that sound like old daddy, like, he dead or something. That's what it sound like, okay? Biological daddy, father, whichever one, bio dad, say something like that, okay? Quit that old daddy, new daddy shit. It just don't sound right. You know what I'm saying? It sounds stupid as hell, and it sounds very elementary if you ask me. But he's not really that enthused while they trying to get dressed or whatever. They going to a donut spot or whatever. And she was like, because the last time that he met the dad, or was supposed to meet the dad, it was like a year ago, and I don't think he even showed up. And so she's gonna make a day out of this. This is gonna be Josiah's day, okay? And so at this point, they get to the donut shop, the cookie shop, or whatever they go to, the little pastry shop, let's call it that, and they trying out a whole bunch of stuff. Now, when they was driving there, Drew said that the man said that he was 20 minutes away. Now, while they was sitting there, he was supposed to be there at 3 o'clock. It was 4 something, okay? And I'm sitting here like, I really hope he do not flake on this boy again. That's the reason why the boy don't feel like talking to the man no way, okay? Because you a goddamn flake. I cannot stand it. And trust and believe, I understand exactly what he's going through. When you're supposed to meet up with somebody, a parent or whatever, and they just don't come through. I understand that shit. It hurts. It hurts, and even if the kid may act like it don't, at that moment, that shit sticks with you, even to adults, okay? So y'all just got to be careful the way that y'all be treating these kids, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't gonna be taking care of them, don't lay down and fucking have them. Put a goddamn condom on, bitch. So, Drew's baby daddy do actually show up. Thank God he did this time, okay? An hour and 13 minutes later. Let me tell you something. I don't care who I'm waiting on and who I'm waiting on them with, okay? And who waiting on who with who. Bitch, if I tell you that is one of my pet peeves, that is like the biggest thing with me. I cannot stand to be late for anything, and I cannot stand for things to go off schedule, and I cannot stand for anybody that's with me to be late either, okay? Please don't do that to me, because, bitch, if you invite me somewhere or you say you're going to be somewhere at a certain time and we need to be there at a certain time, I'm going to be there a few minutes early so I can get situated. If I got to go take a little piss, I'm going to go take a little bathroom break or whatever so I can be comfortable, be settled in by that time, okay? But, baby, if you are late, and granted, an hour and 13 minutes, girl, I'm going to be already home by then, okay? I'm going to be back at the crib. You know what I'm saying? I will give you 15, maybe 20, depending on what the situation is. But, bitch, I'm out of there. But, Drew stayed there for the sake of her son. He didn't even really want to be there, but she trying to, build that connection with the father. And so he come in, and I was like, Well, no wonder why you call him old daddy and you call Ralph new daddy. Them motherfuckers look just alike. I said, oh, damn, Drew, you got a type. The only difference is old daddy is taller than new daddy. That's it. They literally look alike. I'm sitting here like, what's going on? You ain't really get over that nigga. That's what it is. You ain't really get over. That's how I feel when people get with people who look like their exes. You are not over your ex. That's what it is, okay? And maybe that person that you have now, they have a little better qualities that you wish your ex had, plus the face. I'm just saying, I feel that way. Was it just me? But anyway. So all I'm gonna say is this whole meeting up, the old daddy, he should feel like shit. Okay, he should really feel like shit after this whole little conversation, this whole little meeting. We don't know exactly how long it was, but baby, it was like pulling teeth. And let me tell you something, if you don't understand that kids will be brutally honest with you, kids will be brutally honest. Take note from this goddamn scene. That boy basically said, I didn't give a damn. I don't care what he's doing. I don't care to see anything else that he's doing. He's here. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, you know, if he was saying yes, I feel like he was only saying yes because the mama was making him, or the mama was kind of like, you know, putting it out there. You want to see this and you want to see that? Okay, cool, whatever. Okay, fine, whatever. But I would feel like crap. I would feel like crap that my child, and he said that's his only child. I said, oh no, you should put forth a better effort. I understand that you was in prison or whatever, but you ain't been in jail all this time, okay? And you should have immediately, once you got out of jail, start trying to build up that communication in that relationship. I would feel like crap that my child does not want a relationship with me, or not necessarily don't want a relationship with me, has no real connection to me to feel like he needs a relationship with me. That was you know. And then to see Ralph just, oh, don't say that, don't do that, you know, he being the father figure in Josiah is actually paying attention. Girl, I feel so bad. I feel like shit. I would feel like shit, okay? Anyway, that happened. He claims that he gonna come back because he's back up in LA. He's gonna be making more frequent trips, and that's what Drew wants, but she don't want him making promises that he can't keep and messing up the schedule and getting the little boy hopes up and getting her hopes up that they're gonna build this relationship, and nothing happens, okay? And speaking of relationships, let's segue over there to Kenya. Kenya got the therapist over at her crib, okay? Miss Locks was just telling her, girl, what's going on? What's happening? And she was like, you know, I just got to talk to you some more about Mark, okay? My whole issue right now is the fact that, you know, when Mark comes here and he stays out here, he doesn't even ask if he can just come over and stay, or whether or not he's going to stay up in a hotel or whatever. He just automatically stays here. And I'm just sitting here, I said, pause, bitch. Because she was like, you know, even if he does stay here, you don't even ask if, can I just stay up in the other room, or can I come in the room with you? You just automatically come into bed with me and all this stuff. I said, first of all, King, you want that. You want that. But second of all, bitch, what is it about this man that got Kenya acting so, I don't want to necessarily say weak, but that's what it seems like, because you can stand up to all these women and talk shit about all these women and all that. But then when it comes to Mark, you let him belittle you. You let him manipulate the hell out of you. Let him disrespect you and then come up in your bed. I don't care if we got kids or whatever. You sleeping in a hotel unless you ask me. And, you know, no, you sleeping up in a hotel, because I was about to say I'll let you sleep in the house in the second room. But then fuck that. We probably won't wind up fucking around. Okay, that's what happens. That's what happened. And we ain't finna do that. If we trying to figure out these boundary issues, whatever, go sleep in the hotel. Okay, that's what we gonna do. That's what it is, okay? Or if you do come in my house, you sleep on the couch, you sleep in the other room, and I'm gonna have the door locked. I'm gonna have the door locked, okay? You know, I'm gonna hope that the bathroom is in my room so I won't have to come out in the middle of the night, because bitch, maybe if I come out, I might tiptoe into your shit. And hey, ain't no telling what might pop off, okay? I'm just saying, you know, y'all know how it is with exes that still got, you know, even one got feelings and one just wanted for the moment. Okay, that's how I be. And you know, she was like, he came over for the birthday and then he just wound up in my bed. I said, girl, what? You let this man come all up in your house like he owns that bitch. You own that shit. You can't open up your mouth and tell that man, take your shit to the hotel, okay? Or ask me first. You just let him pull it to the side and slide in. Is that what you telling us? Kenya, you wanted it, okay? Because it's part of the manipulation. It's part of the manipulation. Sex is always part of the manipulation, and she is witnessing that and going through that firsthand because you let him in, you let him hit it, and you can't tell me they didn't have sex. You can't tell me they didn't have sex. They sleeping in the same bed. I don't even care if baby Brooklyn was there for a minute. She ain't sleep there the whole night. Okay? I'm pretty sure they had sex. And then all of a sudden he's telling you before he leaves, I didn't expect to have these type of feelings and we can do this. You know, remember when she told the other girls last week or whatever day, he said that they can go to counseling and stuff like that, and you know, they can try to work it out or whatever the fuck. And then she was like, I'm not trying to fall for it because that's that manipulation and all this stuff because it's like a condition. Like pull back the agreements, the custody agreements and all this stuff or whatever, and the divorce and boo boo blue. And then the therapist or whatever, she was like, you know, but I can only go by what you say. She was like, you can I could call him up or whatever and we can get him on the phone and you can get his side and all that shit. Well, I said, Kenya, don't do that. Kenya, please don't do that because I don't want you to be embarrassed in front of this lady. Please don't do that. Kenya said, boop, 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 boop. Hold on. First of all, it's saying not delivered. I said, God damn, this motherfucker done blocked, okay? Let me tell you something. A few of us has been through relationships, okay, where we get blocked every other day. And then they unblock, you know what I'm saying? Because they be up in their feelings. Trust and believe. I've been there. I've been on the blocked end, okay? I ain't gonna lie, all right? You know, I told y'all I'm a little toxic. So, motherfuckers just have to block me, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, they miss me so much. It'd be like a few hours they miss me, so they unblock me and all this shit. And maybe that's why I'm in the position that I am in right about. Girl, I be self-reflecting while I be doing these reviews, bitch. That's probably why your ass ain't got shit right now. I know. I'm gonna have to get it together. Anyway, moving on from that. She said, bitch, she tried to call. It went straight to voicemail. I said, that is, like, it be so many red flags and daggers and buildings and cars and Mack trucks coming at Kenya, telling her, let this mess go. He don't want you. He is playing a game. Kenya, please wisen up, okay? Please stop letting this man manipulate the hell out of you. So the therapist she's trying to understand why would she get blocked, okay? And Kenya trying to understand that too. She was like, did something happen or whatever? Girl, Kenya let us know that Mark said he wanted to come in town. He wanted to cook some dinner for the three of them. And then he wanted to do some sexual stuff, right? He wanted to get in them guts, okay? And Kenya was like, no, Mark, you can't do that. And Mark said, fuck you, bitch, and blocked her. I said, what the fuck? What type of shit? So because she said no to your advances, you know, because she had probably a little slip the last time you came over and she said no, never, okay? And because she put her foot down and just said no to you, you're going to block her. That is trifling. And then, you know, Brooklyn has her own little phone. So she calls him on the phone from Brooklyn and it goes through, but it goes to voicemail after a few rings too, okay? She texts him like, so what's up? You can't answer my calls. You got me blocked or whatever. He was like, listen, I'll call you later, whatever. I'm at the hospital. A friend of mine's got into a real bad accident. She was like, bitch, I text his ass, you know, we dealing with COVID or whatever, and can't nobody be up in the hospital with people, whatever, so you lying, okay? You lying, you know? And I was like, oh, shit, they going back and forth in front of the goddamn therapist and all that stuff. It's just a mess. I said, can you leave that nigga alone? Quit begging that nigga, okay? Quit begging him. Quit messing with him. Fuck him, okay? Put them divorce papers in. That's what you need to do. He is showing you that. Say you and my baby, me and my baby gonna be all right, okay? You know, let her know about a hallway. Okay, listen, me and my baby gonna be all right. That's what you need to say, okay? Listen to the song. Go listen to the whole Lemonade album and don't listen to the last few songs, okay? Because that's about reconciliation. We don't need none of that shit, okay? You know, if you need to go bust this shit up, go bust this shit up, bitch. Call me and I'll bust the shit up for you, okay? Listen, I give out services like that, you know? I just hate when people get fucked over. Meanwhile, you know, Cynthia having this Friendsgiving thing and she was saying that the gifts were supposed to be, it's like a Secret Santa type of thing. And everybody's supposed to get a gift for everybody or for whoever they're supposed to get it for $400. And she was like, I'm gonna up it up to $1,000. Bitch, it would be Drew mama that was like, girl, $1,000. Girl, that's how I was feeling too. I said, oh, let me get some rich friends like that. All right. And truth be told, I don't even think I would want rich friends because I feel so out of place. Like, oh my God, you guys got money like that? I mean, I got a little something, but I ain't got $1,000 just to waste on a fucking gift for a bitch I really don't fucking like. Drew said, bitch, Chicago finna come out. I just ordered them a goddamn Harold's truck. Okay, I said Harold's. If you from Chicago, you know about Harold's. If you from Chicago, what you prefer, Uncle Remus or Harold's? Put it down in the comments, okay? Anyway, moving on from that. Kenya was at the store. She doing all that, she was like, her cousin said, now what if somebody get the gift that you don't like or whatever? Like, what if Drew get the gift? She was like, you know what? Since she got like this Napoleon type of attitude, and I said, you know what? She really kind of does. Okay, I give it to her. He was like, give her a little dog chain or some shit like that. Anyway, so Cynthia's getting ready for the Friendsgiving. They supposed to be there at 3 o'clock or something like that. We get Portia calling Drew. Drew ain't even ready. Drew got cramps. She waiting on Ralph to go to the store and get her prescription medicine. Plus, I know y'all seen Drew, I seen this mentioned like a couple of weeks ago. Her weight or whatever. She got some type of medical issue that's dealing with women issues and all that stuff that's making her gain weight that she does, I think, has to have surgery for or whatever. So it's crazy the stuff that women go through and the way that our bodies react and get bloated and, stuff that causes us to gain weight or to retain weight and not lose it or whatever. So that's what was going on with her because I noticed that in the confessions. So I'm like, all right, but I ain't gonna mention it. But I just seen it, so I had to put that out there. And Portia, she's still getting ready. Portia's supposed to be picking up Drew. Latoya texts Cynthia and said that she not coming because she ain't got time for no drama popping out. Marlo said she not coming. I don't know the reason, but she got a gift that's pulling up. Cynthia had ordered some llamas. They pulled up when Candy was pulling up and Kenya was pulling up. And then Shamia up in the house. You got Mallory there and everybody except for Latoya, except for Marlo, except for what's the girl, Portia and Drew. Okay, and so when they called them trying to see where they at, Portia just now over there at Drew. She was like, girl, we en route and all this stuff. And I'm like, now it's dark. It's dark outside. Okay. And Cynthia was like, and I would have been over it with just like Kenya was. Okay. I can't believe I'm mostly agreeing with Kenya right about now in most of this episode with some of this shit. Like I'm sympathizing with her. Bitch, be on fucking time. I just told y'all I hate that. I hate that late shit. Be on fucking time, especially when it's something like this and we waiting to fucking eat for y'all, okay? Or we waiting to do an activity. We waiting for the whole group to get here and you hindering us. Cynthia said, fuck it, bitch. Y'all want to eat because personally I'm hungry as hell. I said, go ahead and eat, girl. Go ahead. So, the ladies who are there on time, they start to eat, saying that the food was good or whatever. It did look kind of good and stuff. And so, they start going over the rules of what this Friendsgiving is supposed to be. If you get they got numbers, like, I think 1 through 8 that they supposed to pick. And if you get number 1, and number 2, well, you get number 1, you get to go first. You get number 2, you get your gift stolen, possibly, if you want to, from whoever or from number 1. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. You get your shit stolen. Let me do that again. You get number 1, you get to go first. You get number 2, somebody can steal your gift. Okay, if you're the second one, somebody can steal your gift. Number 3 can steal your gift. And number 4, number 5, you can get your gift or whatever, keep it. Number 6 or whatever, you can keep your gift. Bitch, whoever was last or whatever, they can get their gift stolen too. Some shit like that. I don't know. But I know Marlo was the last one to pick, but Marlo wasn't there. Her nephew and some other people brought over her gift or whatever. And so at this particular point, I'm just going past this because they're in the midst of eating and talking and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, here comes Drew and Portia. 3 hours. Mind you, Marlo Gift showed up 55 minutes into Friendsgiving. Okay, fine. She wasn't showing up. She already gave warning, gave notice about that. That's okay, whatever. Drew and Portia showed up 3 hours and 20 minutes. 3 hours and 20 minutes. Production told their asses, you better bring your ass on. Okay, that's the only reason why. Because ain't no way in hell, if I'm not ready at the time, I already told y'all this. I already told y'all this, bitch. If I feel like I'm gonna be that late, I am not coming. And I don't even expect the shit to still be going on 3 hours plus into it, okay? The whole event should be winding the fuck down at that point. We should be drunk as shit out of our minds at this point, about to just go chill the fuck out, okay? It should be over. I should be on the way getting an Uber or something to drive me home because I'm so fucked up. Girl, I was so over it. And like Kenya said, that bitch always late. She do be late. But it is what it is. So at this point, moving on from that, they get to do the they finna do the little exchanging of the gifts, okay? Um you know, Drew got these three gifts or whatever. She put them down. They all put the gifts in a circle. They had already drawn the numbers or whatever. They left 1 and 2 for Portia and Drew because they were late. Portia gets number 1. Drew gets number 2. Portia gets the first gift, and she goes over and she picks a gift. And she was like, "I picked this gift because I feel like it's gonna be expensive or whatever. A really nice gift because they didn't spend time on buying the wrapping." And then Cynthia was like, "Bitch, that's my gift. Oh my God, why would you do that?" Okay, just being a little shady and shy. She opens it up and it's a Tiffany bag. Okay, you think the girls love Tiffany, some nice jewelry or whatever, and it's just a nice bracelet and necklace. No lie, because I'm not a jewelry type of girl or whatever, but I looked at it and I was like, that's it. That's the hype that y'all be going over Tiffany's and shit like that. Maybe I'm a little naive. Maybe that's it. Just seems like that was the cheapest shit that she could buy. Okay, I don't know. From Tiffany's. I just felt the way too. But Portia let it be known, like, you know, and Candy and Kenya was just rolling. Okay, I was rolling too because Portia Face said it all. She really was not here for it. Okay, and then said, "I'm just saying I don't wear necklaces. That's all that I'm saying. I don't wear necklaces." And the way they did that montage of showing all those confessionals and all those scenes of her with different type of necklaces on. Okay, I said, Portia, you just be lying your ass off. You just be lying your ass off just to fucking lie. Okay, it don't make no sense. It just comes natural, verbal bombing. Just that's all that it is. And so at this point, Drew goes next. She gets Portia gift. It's a Gucci bag and something else that it was, some perfume that she actually liked. And so at this point, Mallory goes third. She steals Drew's gift, and Drew has to pick another gift. She gets girl, I don't even remember what she get. Who cares? I know Shamia got the iPhone from Candy. Candy got some $5,000 earrings, that diamond earrings that from Kenya. And of course they had to be shady and trying to look up the price or whatever. And then here go Kenya. It ain't tricking if you got it or whatever. To these little hoes or these tricks up in here and all this stuff. And I be like, girl, you literally just was on this commercial, on this goddamn episode, telling us how your husband or soon to be ex-husband slash baby daddy treats you like a trick, and you love to talk about them and call them tricks and hoes, okay? Because he's using you for sex. That's what he's doing. He's tricking on you, okay? He got you tricking. He turned you into a trick for him, okay? I just want you to know that. So you're no different. You just legally a trick for your husband. I'm just saying, okay? If you want to put it that way, if you want to be technical, why are you talking about these girls like that? But anyway, moving on. I just hate when bitches think they're higher than other people when it comes to certain things. No, you're not. Just because you're married, you can still be a trick in your relationship. I'm just telling you that. Moving on from that, for a man that don't even fucking want you. Cynthia, girl, I don't know what happened. Cynthia, somebody got a gift, and girl, at the end, Kenya had got a Chanel gift. It was a scarf and a brooch. She got that stolen by Marlo. Okay, and so Cynthia got Marlo's gift, which was $1,000 cash. Okay, and so since Kenya gift got stolen, she had to get trio gift from Drew. People was stunned on that, and of course, Kenya didn't want that. I said, girl, I ain't even gonna lie. When I first saw it, I said, what is this, Drew? A little cat muff or whatever. What is this, Drew? It was something inside. And I said, girl, what is it? So when Kenya gets Drew gift, and what was inside it was a wig, okay? And she claims that wig was $1,000, bitch. And my hair is done, okay? My hair is to the gods right about now. If that's $1,000 shit, my hair ain't fuzzy. My hair, you can see my scalp. It is blade, bitch, okay? And we all know that's a lie right about now, bitch, okay? Bitch, if that was $1,000, bitch, I weigh 100 pounds, okay? We know that's a goddamn lie, bitch, okay? I said, girl, stop it, Drew. Stop it, Drew. Everybody looking like, first of all, bitch, that look like the wig that you came in with, that Kenya had a problem with. Of course, it's the same one, and ain't this the one that Kenya had a problem with? And they was like, how did she know that Kenya was gonna get the gift or whatever? It's just so happened that Kenya get the gift, and then it's like a tape recorder up in there, and then she donated $100 to the Humane Society. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just sitting here like, she was like, lighten up, it's a gag gift, whatever. Kenya was opening up the gift with a knife, whatever, and Drew was trying to bring the wig back over there, and King said, "Don't step in front of me like that. Don't approach me like that or whatever." And she was like, "What, you got a knife up in your hand? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Blah blah blah." And I'm sitting here like, Drew, like Cynthia said, it's supposed to be a fun thing, but you just you trying to be gagging and doing gag gifts and stuff, and it was whack. Now, Drew, you pissing me off at this point in time, because you got me about to defend another bitch that I can't stand for the second night in a row, for the second fucking week in a row, bitch. What is your problem, girl? Okay, so when Kenya said earlier that the bitch got a Napoleon complex and she a little bit of yes, bitch, you a little narcissist, okay? I said, goddamn, and I'm agreeing with Kenya. What the fuck is going on? And I don't dislike these people, but girl, you doing the fucking most, okay? You are doing the goddamn most, and people that, even if you like them, you gotta fucking call them out on their shit. And Drew, I don't understand what your problem is. We get that you don't like certain people. This girl gets a cassette. Baby, I haven't seen the cassette since, girl, 1999 probably, okay? I haven't seen a cassette in a long time, you know what I'm saying? She even brought a whole cassette player, the little boom box or whatever, had to plug that shit up, and she put in what's on the cassette or whatever is about a conversation that Danny had with the Prophet Lot, basically saying that Prophet Lot does like LaToya, thinks that she's a good girl. And I said, okay, Ann, I like a lot of people too. That don't mean I'm fucking them. That don't mean that I'm in a relationship with them. I mean, we can all like people. We can't like people. Also, he was saying how, he probably do got a history of cheating. That's all that it kind of, put out there, that he put out his faults or whatever, because and Danny need his ass whooped too, because Danny acting like a little bitch, like you in love with the Prophet yourself, and you mad that he chose LaToya, or he getting cool with LaToya and not you or whatever, because for whatever reason you in your feelings about it, and so that's why you recorded this conversation. And then Drew, for you to say that God dropped this in my lap, don't put God up in this. Ain't nothing that you doing is of God. And then you want to call everybody out and use your scripts. I can't stand the holier than thou bitch that do some shit like this to put God up into it to justify her actions, his or her actions of bullshit. Okay. And all that we got out of that tape is that Prophet Lot do like LaToya. We don't know what type of like is he talking about, because there are different type of likes. You can just like a person's personality. You can just like a person as a friend. You could just like a person because they're cool. We don't know. Maybe sexually. We don't know. But he also admits that, he cheated on his wife with his 3-year-old's baby mama, the mother of his 3-year-old. Okay. And that's how that happened. That was a while ago. That still does not prove or anything that you said about him cheating on his fiance with LaToya or whatever. And you fucked up when Candy gets up into the mix and she was calling you out and basically like, what the fuck does that have to do with him? You putting all this stuff on LaToya. You talking about something, she came in and messed up your life and all this stuff. That bitch ain't do shit. You just honed in on it, okay? Yeah, she came in, she was being negative. I called that bitch out. I didn't like it. A lot of us didn't like it or whatever. But at this point in time, from what we see, she ain't doing nothing that's hurting anybody, okay? She ain't doing shit that's hurting anybody. These are adults that's doing stuff. And if they are both single adults, she's about to have a divorce. He's not in a relationship. If they do want to have a relationship, so the fuck what? Okay, what does that have to do with you? What does that have to do with you? And like Candy said, you putting it all on her for what a grown-ass man wants to do too. And I'm sitting here like, she was like, how the fuck does that affect you? You're not seeing what I'm saying. And girl, shut up, because you're not making your point. And then Kenya was like, you're a narc. I said, bitch, King, you doing the same thing. Well, what's the difference between Kenya was trying to get out of narking on Portia, and the same thing that Drew doing to Latoya? I see similarities, but y'all might see it differently, but I see similarities. But I ain't even mad that she brought that shit out, okay? Because the bitch is doing too fucking much. She doing too fucking much. And then Latoya pops up. And before she can get her gifts or whatever, they started telling her about this. Well, I think Ken told her about the tape, and she was like, "This stupid tape. Why I gotta be stupid? Because it is." And what's her name? Drew thing is, oh, she got this Delilah spirit. She got this Delilah spirit. Bitch, shut up. Shut up. You had the Delilah spirit when you slept with Doran on the game, bitch. Okay, you was the Delilah den, bitch. Okay, stop it. All right, listen. And Latoya got that ass. I don't care what nobody said. Okay, Drew, you talk a lot of shit. You talk a lot of shit. Now, if you was real, you would fight that bitch right in there. I'm pretty sure you're gonna try, and they're gonna stop that shit. But when she said, "What about your goddamn husband going down to the Tampa because he likes me, he likes bitches like me, and he want to bang bitches like me or whatever," girl, I must laugh my ass. Bitch, I hope Ralph tell us the truth up at the reunion. But 9 out of 10, he ain't. He ain't gonna get on there. Yeah, I got my dick sucked down up in Tampa. That's what I was doing. He ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna do that. And they going back and forth. And then Kenya had to take her to the side and was like, "Don't even worry about her. She's a fucking narc." I ain't say she was narcissistic. No, I said she's a narc, okay? She was like, "What's the difference?" Bitch, she had to explain what narcissist is. And I said, basically, it's the same thing, okay? Basically, both of them definitions or whatever applies to Drew in this moment. I said, Drew, you pressed and you bothered by this girl. I would never let a bitch know that I'm pressed by them, okay? Never. You don't never do that. You give them the upper hand. And you are giving this girl the upper hand because now people couldn't stand her ass, and now we're flipping that shit, and we can't stand your ass in this moment because you're doing the fucking most. Get that shit together, bitch. Child, they go back and forth. Latoya said, "Fuck the shit." They leave out. Drew is still talking about this stuff, and they just like, "Girl, let that shit go, okay?" Latoya had to come back up in there to get her purse or whatever. And next thing you know, her and Drew going back and forth again. She throw the wig at Drew. Drew gets up like she about to fight, and they pulled her ass back. She pulled down her dress. Mind you, Shamia and Portia had said earlier, "Girl, they about to fight, and I ain't finna have my vagina hanging out or whatever." She was like, "Girl, yeah, because I ain't wearing no panties." Okay, bitch. I said, nasty ass. But anyway, sometimes you gotta let it breathe, but not all the goddamn time, bitch. Okay. Kenya said, Chi-Town Drew. Chi-Town Drew. I said I was a little disappointed, but after all the shit that's been happening on Potomac and people getting dragged on Real Housewives of Atlanta, I knew they weren't gonna let Drew touch that girl. And trust and believe, the way Drew got up, and I don't know, I ain't like her form, okay? She kind of disappointed me to be from one Chi-Town bitch to a next Chi-Town bitch, and you kind of disappointed me in that sense, okay? You didn't even shake the bitch. I mean, and when I say shake the bitch, not physically, but make her be like, "Oh shit, bitch, this bitch for real." Latoya wasn't stunning that shit, okay? I have to give Latoya that shit. At the end of the day, bitch, leave it the fuck alone. You try to make it seem like this girl has interrupted and caused, your name is being involved and stuff. Girl, don't nobody know you like that. Trust and believe, Drew Sidora, don't nobody know your name like that. I'm just gonna be fucking honest. And if anything, if they do know you, they know you as the girl that broke up med school in Durham. That's it. Other than that, they don't know shit else about you. They might bring up the TLC movie, but other than that, ain't nobody talking about your ass like that or your family, bitch. Okay, so cut the bullshit. Some carolers come, we see that Kenya and Brooklyn going to Paris. She filed for divorce from Mark. We see that Cynthia and Mike, they decided to permanently be homed in Atlanta. They looking for a new house in Atlanta for them. Portia, she's still doing her social justice stuff. She's back on meat and she not messing around with Dennis no more. Who else is on here? Girl, I can't remember nobody else, but basically that was it. Girl, anyway, let me get off here. This review was a little bit too long for no reason, but y'all tell me how y'all felt about it, and we'll see y'all next week for the goddamn reunion. Peace.